Gotta make sure these suckers are dry, because I'm not really good at this. Oh, this dog here, isn't that sexy? Sorry about the whistle. Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Oopsie. Good morning. I dreamt about Tosh last night. And, you know, when I lost my mom, and people would tell me that they dreamt of my mom, it used to make me so cross. Like, really, really cross. I'm like, why is she visiting you and not me? And then I realized later on that I created a blockage within myself to even dream in general, because I was self-medicating and drinking and numbing myself, because I don't know what I was doing. I was spiraling. It was terrible. I think it's because I was sorting out so much of Tasha's stuff yesterday, like her clothes, and thinking about her, that subconsciously that's why I dreamed about her. But I also believe that dreams do have messages. Just excuse that wall. We're not going to pretend, on this freaking channel. That's from when the rain leaked in. Ew, I can't wait to paint this room. One thing at a time, Robin. One thing at a time. Sure. Yesterday was a good day. I felt like sorting out her clothes when I did, giving myself that time beforehand was well needed. And once I got into the rhythm of it, I was okay. Like, there's a lot of memories, a lot of things that popped up for me. And then I did get dressed and I went into town. I had to go fetch my meds and I did a dance video. And I enjoyed myself. I posted it to TikTok, and I was just imagining my aunt just looking down at me, like stomping her leg and clapping her hands, saying, "Go, my rubs, go, hoy, sister, hoy." And it put me in such a good headspace. And then I did a TikTok live, and someone mentioned that, they only believe what they see. Well, they've basically grew up in an environment where it was like the belief was, if I can't see it, I don't believe it. I don't want to jumble her words up. But later on that day, like at 4:30, I was doing Bible study, and this conversation popped into my head, and I just had such a nice realization that I made a video. Hello everyone, I want to make this video even though it is howling with the wind outside. Our power's even switched off, but I was about to do my little deep dive on Bible study, and I was just reflecting back on my notes yesterday, cutting the sheets of stickers so it can fit into my little drawer and tauntauns, and I thought, some of these are let me stick them in here. And I stuck down this butterfly, and I literally thought about a conversation I had on a live this morning talking about God, and a non-believer, and this is no hate to this particular person, I've got a soft spot for them, lots of love to you, said they are non-believer and they only believe what they see. And in that moment, I didn't have the answer. But going back on my notes and sitting here and putting this little butterfly on and looking at stickers, I thought about Jeremiah 29, the plans I have to prosper you. And I really have it highlighted, but I had the verse highlighted before as one. It said, "And you will seek me and you will find me, and when you search for me with your whole heart." So that means if you really truly want to find Jesus, you will. He's a gentleman. He's standing in the doorway. He wants you to invite him in.
And when I was reading the scripture and reflecting onto my life and how I feel his love, I was like, I don't see love, but I feel love. And that's one way to describe God, even though you don't see him in a physical form, like, yes, God, therefore he's real. You can feel God. You don't see love, you feel love, and he is love. So I hope that answers some questions to anybody. Ali Wali's home. And I don't have all the answers. I stumble a lot of times. There's like times when I'm showering and I'm thinking, damn, that would have been a good thing to say back in an argument, but it's like 20 days later. But I hope that helps. Okay, love you.
And it wasn't to call her out on anything. It was simply a realization that I got to have. And it opened up conversation and it allowed me to make a video for Food of Thought. So what did I learn in my grief yesterday? Is that it is actually okay to have a good day. Because I don't know why we put so much guilt on that time that we grieve, that if we have a good day, it's not allowed. If we have a laugh, it's not allowed. If we have anything else distract us from our grief in that time, it's not allowed. Like, you're only allowed to be sad. You're only allowed to cry. And it was like, I had a good day yesterday. I mean, if I compare it to the day before, wow, so chops, much better. This morning, I feel tired. I had a good dream. She was healthy. She was dancing. We were like in this like resort place, getting ready for the day. And she was so playful with me. And we're trying on clothes. So it definitely stems from subconsciously taking that to bed with me. But yeah, it was a really, really good dream. Grief is so unpredictable. It's like no wonder people are so exhausted when they grieve, because there is so much always going on internally in your mind and in your heart all at once. And another lesson is that we need to be a little bit more compassionate. Not a little bit, actually a lot. Because we always compare. It's like, oh, I only grieve for 3 days, so why are you grieving for 3 years? I think, like, stop it. Stop that. We all grieve so differently, and there's no time limit. I mean, I mourned my mom's death for years, and I'm grateful that I kept record of that time, journaling, because there's some days when you really don't feel like you're moving forward in anything. But then when you look back and you look at every single step you've taken to get here, that's a lot of freaking steps. And you can actually be proud of yourself. So don't be upset if you don't dream about your loved one straight away. We suppress trauma, and sometimes the way in which we deal with it, like medication and drinking and all of that jazz, I feel it does suppress our ability to dream. Don't feel guilty for having a good day during your grief. Don't feel guilty about it. Be compassionate to others. And if you ever do feel like you're alone in something, lean on Jesus, because you know what? He's been through everything we've been through. His time on earth, he loved, he laughed, he was worried, he was upset, he was betrayed, he suffered. He's gone through everything that we go through. And when we feel like we're alone, because we don't want to talk to people about our problems, because we feel like we are a burden, Give that burden to Jesus. Pray to him. Talk to him like you talk to a friend. Invite him in because he wants to help you, because he understands what you are going through. And isn't that freaking amazing? To know that we've got a best friend forever that's literally been through everything we've been through. And sees everything we've been through and feels what we've been through. I love that. I love that we're not alone.